So you decided to stock up on some of the world's most shelf-stable foods.
I've got 45 pounds of rice. I've got 22 pounds of dried beans.
But now, all you got to eat is rice and beans, which I don't mind, because when I get sick of that, I just switch to beans and rice. My husband's joke. But you want more variety. So what do? Well, it's time for Pantry Palooza mushroom beet burgers. You can use any beans, kidney, pinto, green lentils. I chose black. You can even skip the beans if your tummy protests and substitute something like a sweet potato or another green. If you're cooking the beans yourself, add some flavor at the start, whatever you have in your cupboard, and cook them to smithereens. Ideally, you'd have about a half onion, 4 to 6 mushrooms. You could chop them up or throw them in your food processor. Just chop them rough, throw them in the food processor, and then take caution. We ended up grinding them to smithereens because we got entranced by the onion that just doesn't seem to want to get cut. Big mistake, but you know what? It all gets chewed up anyways, so we just went with it. Shouldn't be looking like quite the smithereens, but there's the onion and mushroom. We decided to use olive oil. It's not necessary, but regular burgers do have a lot of fat, and so it won't quite taste right if you don't. Okay, now you can add some flavor the way you would into a meat burger. Right in the pan, just put a few of your favorite wet mixings in there, and beets wouldn't be a beet burger. So I didn't have any, but I did, thanks Mom, have some canned beets. So we threw about a cup of that into the food processor and had more control around the second time. Just a little whiz, and then we put them into the pan and shut the heat off. Then we took some brown rice. You could use quinoa, you could use buckwheat, you could use white rice. Anything is a-okay. And we put some soy sauce with it, threw the mushroom beet mixture into there, and then we threw the black beans in. Again, this is where you could throw something else in. Mix it up and then taste it. This is not a meat burger, so you can taste it, see what it needs. Then you need some flour. Oats can be used as flakes or ground into flour. I used cassava or tapioca flour because I'm going gluten-free, but you could use wheat flour, no problem. Mix that up, and then here's my secret. This is how I get perfectly formed burgers. And my 9-year-old here is going to try capture that. I have a half cup. I put that into a tomato can that has both ends cut out, and then I pat it down. She's going to try get some footage of that. Just kind of pat it all smoothly down until I feel like it's even, and then lift the double-ended tomato can up, and you have exactly the right shape, and they'll all cook evenly. Once you have 6 on the pan, throw them in an oven. I go 385 for 15 minutes. If I have too much mixture, I can make a few like little meatball burgers. After they've been cooking at 385 for 15 minutes, I flip them, throw them back in for another 15, cool them down completely. They store in the fridge for a few days, freezer for a few months, and then dress them up however you like your burgers. Put your tips and tricks in the bottom. I hope this was useful. Thanks for watching.